What's going on? Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah. Whatever that is.
I'm in love with Bitcoin and crypto. Tonio, what's going on? Tonio already first.
Yeah. I'm taking my hardware wallet out on a date later.
There we go.
So,
you know how it is.
Going to get us a nice Italian dinner.
I might go to a 5-star restaurant wearing one of these new Kirby crypto shirts. This is a mock one. People, we got to get this made, fixed still, but it's the dino of the day.
Oh, yeah.
But I might wear this out to the restaurant. We'll see if I can get in tonight. This is LA. They be tripping. They do the whole, they look in the crowd. They're like, but I don't know. That's the one guy who buys Bitcoin might.
Between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish.
I'm sure somebody's already started with the wasa. I'm sure some people are like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday after the show. We were like, it's gonna be people who have no clue what we're talking about. We say wasa all day.
Please, so. YouTube, BitConnect. Oh, man.
There we go, Pete, man. You talking about lunchtime Kirby. There we go.
Lunchtime
Crypto
Kirby.
Q, what's up? All right, for the free Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah. Free Bitcoin. Shout out to Kobe Fields for your comment on which decentralized ID do you trust less. And he went with Microsoft simply because they have way too many contracts with the government for data and cloud storage, which I tend to agree with because I think they're too deep in the game. They may be trying to have a switch, but that'll take some time. And, you know, a lot of people didn't comment on Civic simply because, you know, it's not really in the big conversation right now. However, the technology of decentralized IDs is a very big thing because I think somebody mentioned about global passports as well. That's coming. I think we both believe borderless societies are coming. And shout out to Kobe for recognizing that Microsoft can only go but so far. I don't think they can be fully decentralized. So, but yeah, shout out
to Kobe. Thank you for that comment.
Sent that free Bitcoin to you already. So
was that the well thought out one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Appreciate it, for sure. We've been seeing more and more really good comments coming. People, again, we read all of them.
Yeah.
We don't get a chance to reply all times, but thank you for them. They're amazing.
All right, some
hello, Candace. What's going on? P-Man Van. He said, go get those Carlos shirts and see how long it takes for someone to call them out. And that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're going for.
Yeah, it's funny. Even our shirt maker, she was saying yesterday, Bonnie, great woman. She was like, "What is up with this little Waza BitConnect shirt and stuff?" Yeah. We're like, it's a crypto thing. She's like, I've been reading more into it. I'm like, yeah, like slowly but steadily, we're gonna get you in the crypto trade.
Oh, yeah. We've been getting Uber drivers.
Yeah, we've been getting everybody, waiters,
people at the
in the bathroom,
getting into the comedy club,
everybody.
Bitcoin.
We get everybody. I'm telling you, people, this is how you get adoption. We literally give it out to everybody we see in LA.
Yeah.
So if you ever run up us on the LA, have your Bitcoin wallet on your phone, download it. We will give you some. We always do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so first story today. These stories are everywhere today. So here we are. First couple stories, actually, shout out to Crypto Q. He sent us some of these links to these. They were really good. Looks like Lazarus resurfaces. Lazarus was basically a malware virus type of deal. It targets global banks and Bitcoin users now. They're saying McAfee Advanced Threat Research analyst, and of course McAfee, he doesn't own this anymore. They just took his name, which is crazy that you can actually do that in America. You can literally take someone's name and use it as your own company and business, even if they started.
Yeah.
So McAfee Advanced Threat Research analysts have discovered an aggressive Bitcoin stealing phishing campaign by the International Cybercrime Group. Lazarus is what it's called. Uses sophisticated malware with long-term impact. This new campaign, dubbed Haobao, Haobao, resumes Lazarus' previous phishing emails posed as employee recruitment, but now targets Bitcoin users and global financial organizations. When victims open malicious documents attached to the emails, the malware scans for Bitcoin activity and then establishes an implant for long-term data gathering.
Ooh, wow. That sounds too good. Yeah.
So again, we kind of said this before, these hackers now and these viruses, when they hack into your computer, they don't immediately just take everything, people. They will lay dormant for 6 months. They will lay dormant for a year. 2 years. I think they said with the Equifax breach, they had already been...
they've been there for a couple of years.
They have been there for like 2 years already. You know, they have already been, what's the word?
Breached.
Yep, breached. They already been basically breached for like a year or 2 years, whatever. So that's where all this is going. So again, make sure you get your laptop checked up, especially if it's old, especially if you clicked on some links, especially if you've been on some websites you probably should not have been on.
If your kids use it.
Yeah, if your kids use it, and they might go on websites they shouldn't be on. Get it checked out because... yeah, I mean, this is crazy. They're saying now that this new malware will just lay dormant for a long-term data gathering plan until they see you have a few Bitcoin transactions. You
you
get new wallets on this laptop. All right. Oh, you're a baller now.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
a baller.
Oh, you're a crypto baller. All right.
So
that's out of control.
That's pretty interesting. But when it comes to all these scams, hacks, malware, you said yesterday we're gonna call them out more. But you definitely have to pay attention to it because if you're sitting at your computer, you have a Word document open, nothing else is open, and your computing power is being ran out the roof, something's clearly wrong. So it's one of those things to pay attention to.
Yep.
With the hacking right next to it, we have it says it was a 0-day vulnerability in Telegram. And basically, it's not saying Telegram has been hacked, but it's saying Telegram could technically be hacked and has a vulnerability. Of course, Telegram is for crypto enthusiasts. It's encrypted. The CEO already came out, and Russia tried to get into Telegram to get some of their files and some of their text messages. They say they're not giving nothing up, nada. They say even if they could, they wouldn't do it. But the aim of this attack and this vulnerability in Telegram is to take control of the victim system, and it involves the attacker studying the target system's environment and installing additional modules. So the Telegram Messenger Windows client, it's the Windows one as well, that's being exploited. It involves the use of a classic right-to-left override attack when a user sends files over the Messenger service. Again, it's just a vulnerability. It hasn't been an actual hack.
And usually when these vulnerabilities are called out, that's usually when developers try their hardest to fix
patch it up.
They'll patch it, and they make sure they get it done. Because one of the things about vulnerabilities are, in order for somebody to exploit it, for one, they have to have the money, they have to have the time, and they have to have the expertise in order to do it. But even bigger than that, they have to have the wherewithal to basically say, I could go to jail for this. Is it worth it? And there's certain people who may have that, a few of those things, but all four, less than likely. So I wouldn't worry too much if you're using Telegram. However, I would be cautious with any technology you use to make sure you keep yourself safe. I don't trust anybody or anything really, like with technology as far as what they tell you. So you got to kind of do the research for yourself. Or listen to us. We'll help you with the scary part of it.
And then honestly, from the PR standpoint, again, I haven't done the deep dive due diligence into this article, but you never know. It could be from a competing company. A competing company could put that out, pay whatever website.
WhatsApp might be like, hey, we need to get some of their followers.
Again, people, this is business, so you never know what you read up front if it's true or not. But right now, Telegram has been like the go-to for almost everyone in the crypto market, all crypto. And I'm sure for other industries as well, because it does work. It literally works right now. So, like you said, it takes so much to actually exploit that vulnerability. I wouldn't worry too much about it either. I'm still using it. I enjoy it. So, those are two cybersecurity articles. Just make sure you all have the wherewithal.
Stay safe, people.
Stay safe. Now it's time to bounce around different countries. First, Dubai.
Oh, yeah.
Gold trading company in Dubai launches world's first. Everybody's love saying that. The world's first cold storage vault for crypto. The Dubai Multi-Commodity Center has given a gold trading company in Dubai the first cryptocurrency trading license in the Middle East, and the company has responded by launching the world's first cold storage vault for crypto, according to a press release on their site.
Hey, man. Hey. Dubai, they coming. If Dubai money starts flowing.
Right, if Dubai money coming in.
Hey, man. We talking about a place where you can get gold watches out the vending machine.
Right.
Oh, man.
So first I will say, the fact that a gold trading company from Dubai launched this, it depends on the company. I haven't done the deep dive on it, but I will say that gold, I've been to Dubai many times, about 3 or 4 times. I got some gold from Dubai too. You had to get gold from Dubai. If you go to Dubai, that's what you do. You get gold, all right? It's the best gold in the world. They don't even have, they have like 22, 24 karat gold. It's amazing. But my point is the government actually runs their gold trading there for the legitimate stores and merchants. The gold has to be, assured to the government. It has to be licensed to the government. So if a gold trading company is actually launching a vault for this as well, I'm assuming the government took a peek at it as well. So I'm hoping that their government officials and their regulators, I'm hoping someone smart, at least one smart person looked into it and said what you're doing is the right thing, or okay, we see what you're doing, we agree with it, we can move forward. So kind of like Bitcoins, they said, if Dubai and that oil money is hopping into crypto,
oh man,
we talked about the apartments yesterday. You know, there was a merchant who sold over 50 apartments and accepted Bitcoin for it. So
in Dubai,
again, bullish article.
If you're a girl out there thinking of getting flown out, go ahead and start accepting Bitcoin because they'll start paying you in that in a while.
Torrance J Playlist actually said something about that too.
Hey man, everybody knows this trade.
Listen, I don't know what
it's an open secret
you're talking about.
It's an open secret, man.
Listen, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're grown women. They do what they want. Flying out to Dubai, having a good old time.
All right. Anyway,
just gotta start accepting Bitcoin.
That's funny. Crypto Q said, "Hackers quote: We're long even when you're not." Yeah. I love it. That was a great quote, Crypto Q. That's what's up. Yeah. That's how it is though. So, you know, I love to see that. I love to see the adoption. Again, Dubai is a huge market, and that's one of the places that makes things cool. You know, that's the Vegas of the Middle East. If they start doing more stuff with crypto, like the rest of the Middle East will follow and fall in line as well.
Somebody said Qatar.
What's that?
Yeah, I guess that's how you say QATAR. Yeah,
Qatar. Qatar.
Yeah.
Or Qatar. I forgot what the other people call it. Qatar and something else.
Country that starts with a Q. I think that's the only one.
You said country that starts with a Q.
I think that's the only one. But
yeah. So we like articles like this, people.
A couple news stories. One was LitePay. Company has decided that since BitPay didn't want to integrate Litecoin, we'll do it ourselves. And I think that is the basis of I think that's
crypto. You don't have to wait on anyone.
And crypto is basically like,
go get it.
So you don't want to improve your services? I'll make my own. And what that does is, if LitePay is an option, if there's the ability for you to accept Litecoin through your company the way BitPay does with Bitcoin, then you'll start seeing a lot more merchants accept it. It is faster. It does have some good use cases, but with Charlie Lee working on it, full time and whatnot, I'm pretty sure LitePay being rolled out is something that they're excited about. Also, the Litecoin airdrop people were talking about, he came on to his Twitter and actually said that was fake. So that's not really
fraudulent.
That's not really a thing. I think they're trying to call it Litecoin Cash. It may have just been a joke because B Cash came out, but yeah, you've seen that big jump in Litecoin. Hopefully you've accumulated during the accumulation phase and not FOMO bought it at the top, because in my opinion, it has a long way to go, but you don't want to be that person that buys at the top, has to wait 3 months to see any kind of gain. So if you saw LitePay, that is very bullish. If you have a business, you should start looking into BitPay, LitePay, things of that nature, because accepting crypto is something you need to be working on now. Even if you can't do it right now, at least have a 6 month or 9 month plan to integrate into your business, or you're gonna be left behind and people are gonna be looking at you like you don't accept crypto. What's wrong with you?
And even if you don't accept it, people, one thing we keep pressing the button on here that we hope you're doing as well is, again, get your community involved. Like, we give it out for a reason. We want more people to use it because we do see the power of it. So when you go to your local gas station, your local corner store or restaurant, groceries, any of that, just keep pressing it on people. Ask them, do they accept it? And of course, they're going to say no. And then you follow up with, we'll start. I can send you some numbers, show you how it works. And trust me, they will adopt it. It's just about people understanding and learning. It's education right now. So dry desert or dry dessert, I don't know which one that is, but they said they're interested in our opinion. Forks with huge airdrops like Bcash dilute the wealth in crypto, like QE and fiat money. They are a danger to crypto, and scams like BitConnect, no exchange to list them. Yes and no.
Because it is a free market.
It is it's a free market. And we are for the free market. Let the market decide whether we like it or we don't.
If people stop using it, it'll go away.
That's it. That's simple as that. If people stop using it, it'll go away. Do they dilute the wealth? We said it many times before. Like Bitcoin, at the moment, Bitcoin's way higher. The value's higher than what we think. It's just, it has been diluted into Bcash, into diamond, platinum, gold, or whatever.
Altcoins that are new.
Right, but it's not a danger to crypto, because at the end of the day, as it does become more mainstream and widespread adoption occurs, everyone's not going to adopt Bitcoin Gold. They're not going to adopt Bcash or whatever. They're going to adopt Bitcoin. That's that is what it is. I think long term, even if it wasn't Bitcoin, it was another coin. If it was Doge, just joking, I'm not shilling people, but seriously, Doge, Strat, whatever it was, if it was a different coin, the winner's going to come out. Give it another couple years, the winner's going to come out, at least for the short term, and the market will decide. So
absolutely.
All right. And quantitative easing, I got you. Back to the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is integrating Ripple payments. What?
Man. It's another bank. Well, this to me is the news about Saudi Arabia integrating it along with Western Union. They've come out and said they may use Ripple. To me, it proves that there is no use case for you as a person. The token Ripple is basically a way for you to make more money, so to say, if you invest in it. We don't really mess with it because it has no use case for regular people. It's for banks.
It's for banks and institutions. That's why people flooded to buy it.
There were people calling me about buying Ripple when it was $3, and I told them wait, and they were like, no, I need to get it now because while it's cheap. And I was like, okay, wait a little bit. And then as we saw, it went down to like 70 cents. It looks like it may be pumping a little bit because of news. But if anything is only pumping when good news comes out, how good is the actual product? And if Saudi Arabia is going to use it for cross blockchain payments or whatnot, shout out to them for staying with the bank way or whatnot. But there will be a separation between real cryptocurrencies and bank used or bank owned cryptocurrency. So we'll see. But yeah, it's all right news for Ripple, I guess.
Well, and one thing I say, kind of piggybacking on what you said. Again, we mentioned on the show, people, Ripple, it could be a decent investment for you in the next 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
After that, it is over because it's like you said, there's no use case for it. You don't need Ripple in the crypto space.
Yeah.
Again, if you hear the hammering and all this other stuff, there's all types of construction going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So next 2 to 5 years, you make money on it. But what's a bigger deal to me is what people I don't think they really look at. You have to start asking yourself, Ripple. What else did we have up here? There was a couple other coins that's been in the press lately. But ask yourself, how do they get media coverage? How does Ripple keep showing up in the news? How does Ripple keep showing up on Cointelegraph?
Yeah.
Listen, people, I've done PR.
Yeah.
This is called marketing. All you do is pay for it, okay? It's very simple. Yeah. Every website, every news station, everybody needs stories 24/7. We're on a 24/7 news cycle. All you have to do is build rapport as a person where we're friends at this point. I'm friends with the guys over, not me personally, but as a PR person for, say, Ripple. I've established this relationship with Cointelegraph, with CoinDesk, with Zero Hedge, with CNBC. All right, so I have these relationships. I'm cool. They come to my Thanksgiving dinner. I come to Christmas dinner. Yeah. We're friends. All right, hey guys, got this new article, or we doing this thing with Saudi Arabia. Yeah. We're doing this thing with whatever. Hey, Ripple might reach $3. Do you mind publishing it? Yeah. And then go further. All you do is write the article for them.
I was going to say, it's already written.
You write the article and you just send it to them. That means they have to do no work. So if it's a slow news day or a slow news week like right now, and they don't have news already, you write the article, you send it to them, and now you're on the front page, all right?
Yep.
So when you see all this stuff, it's not a necessarily bullish case for it. It is simply their PR team doing a very good job. So that's one of the things I always look at. Because Ripple is a repeat offender. They're always in the news, all right?
Always.
People, no one cares about Ripple that much, all right? They have a great marketing team. They're in Mumbai now. They're in London. They're in the United States. Yeah. They are in multiple countries. They're putting the money behind the marketing team. All right, you have to understand this.
Yeah, I know when people look at CoinMarketCap, almost every new person in the crypto, the first thing they said was, "Ripple's so cheap. Why? I should get that." But I'm like, you don't understand. I've seen Ripple cheap before. Ripple was cheap at 0.006 cent. That's when it was cheap. But at
that's true. I told you it was less than a penny.
It was less than a penny. Yeah, so that's when it was cheap. Yeah. But at the same time, it's still, like I said, we see it can grow because banks may pump it.
Yep.
However,
Kobe just asked
if you buy it, if you buy it, this is what I tell for new investors is, okay, say you buy it and it pumps and you sell some of it and then you lose 80% of value like it just did 2 weeks ago out of nowhere, and you only sold a little bit, boom, now you're sitting at a loss for who knows how long. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things with new investors is you don't want to sit there with a negative, 80% gain, basically with Ripple, and you made a couple $100 off of it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where people aren't holding it to use it in the future, like people are with Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum. People are actually holding it because they see the potential to use it in the future. Monero, some of these other coins. Ripple is literally, people are buying it so when the price goes up, they can sell it again.
That is the only reason.
So I can sell it again. And I mean, that may be your strategy, but honestly, you're gonna go ball like me if you try and try and go like that.
On the flip with that strategy too, and Kobe Field just said, we don't think banks will pump Ripple. So you heard Bitcoin say his explanation. Yeah. So we definitely think it will. I mean, look, people, again, you can make money on Ripple. Ripple may turn out to be a $5 or $6 coin by the middle of this year, end of this year. But I guarantee also there'll be other coins that outperform it.
Make money with red coin.
But here's the thing. When you're playing that Ripple game, when you're trading Ripple, you need to understand it is for banks and institutions. And just like Kobe said, will banks pump it or whatever, that means you are trading against banks and institutions. Yeah. I personally would rather trade against some coins where the banks and institutions don't have their concentration on, because they have way more resources than we do to analyze, to get their TA, to get their FA, and all that other stuff. So
algos.
Yeah. They got bots that cost $1 million that can do so much stuff. So
Antonio hit the nail on the head. This is what's coming, people. They're going to pump out this Ripple news until banks figure out, well, we can just make our own. And that's what's happening. You already see banks already doing it, and then Ripple's gonna be what? They're gonna just be a company that's around, but they're just to me they're just a test case for banks to do their own thing.
Well, I was about to say John Siebert, excuse me if I mispronounced it. Perfect. He just said the same thing basically. He said Ripple is a showcase for unit bias in the crypto community.
Yep.
Correct.
Absolutely.
That is what's happening. And again, that's a good thing though, people, because and what he means, if you don't know what that means, is basically saying Ripple is a case everybody in their own ecosystem can have their own coin.
Yeah.
That is what crypto is about. Right now, 2 10-year-olds can make their own coin and they can use it by themselves and trade. Yeah. Perfect, great. The whole point is decentralization. We've said that from day one. The war is centralization versus decentralization. So I don't care. It could be 1 million coins in different communities in different parts of the world. As long as they're being used as a decentralized coin, currency, or whatever, I'm okay with it, because again, it takes power away from the government and from big banks, and it puts it back into the hands of the people. And that's where it should be.
Yep, nothing new. Yeah, you're right, Torrance J. Nothing new we haven't seen already. But
All right, so next thing going up, South Africa. They've established a distributed ledger technology for national payment structure using JPMorgan's proof of concept structure. What does that mean?
A whole bunch of mumbo jumbo, meaning that it looks like South Africa, the government is looking for a way to use what they call distributed ledger technology, which is the blockchain, to make their payments nationalized and to be able to track it. I'm pretty sure, JPMorgan has their hands in it, because from a money standpoint, if you develop the technology for it using Quorum, which is what they've developed, then you can basically take your cut of everything a country does, or everything that comes in and out the country. So, to me, it's just
another way
just another way for them to make some money and get in. And also with South Africa, as you know, they are a big hub for Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So I'm pretty sure they started there for a reason. So it's okay news, but national payment structures being integrated is coming, people. I mean, these governments are not going to sit idly and let a bunch of regular people make millions of dollars.
They're not going to let it happen. You're not going to
without getting their cut. So
right.
They're going to figure out a way to try and centralize it. And and honestly, it's whatever. They're gonna try and do it. But like you said, the fight is centralization versus decentralization. As long as you remember that, it's easy to see through this news for what it is. They probably paid for their promotion too. I mean,
well, I was about to say, and that's the thing. You have to remember, old money, which is what we're talking about. Old money, of course, doesn't want this to win. Like, if the shoes on the other foot, I wouldn't want it to succeed. If I was already when I say multi-millionaire, people, to be clear, I'm not talking about $50 million or nothing. Yeah. I'm talking at least 350 million plus, or a billionaire. Then why would I want to see this succeed? It makes no sense. You're telling me somebody else is going to get wealthy, my money's going to be worth less? Yeah. No. I'm not trying to see that happen at all.
No.
In fact, I'm going to throw $10-20 million into this pot of FUD, and you all do whatever you need to do with marketing and news and make this thing drop.
Save my money.
Yeah.
My legacy.
So, of course, I'm kind of with you. I see it. So, going back to a couple of comments, John Siebert had a very funny comment. He said, Ripple is rookie initiation. Exactly. Yeah. Rookie initiation is Ripple. It is pump and dumps. Yeah. It is
Verge, Tron.
I can't get on my exchange. They locked me out. It's scam. It's hack. Yeah. It's a lesson. It's tuition. Like you said, it's
Pascal coin.
Pascal coin. That is tuition into the crypto space. So, Now, going with Torrance J playlist, he was talking about Shark Tank. I have to mention these comments because I love Shark Tank, by the way, people. I love Shark Tank. I haven't seen much of the new season because I watch them on YouTube all the time, but I've seen like every old episode multiple times. To me personally, it's the best way to get an informal business degree. Mm-hmm. I have no clue why Shark Tank isn't watched more, because you literally have a panel of people together worth over a few $1 billion, and people don't watch it. I'm like, you have a panel of people who are all self-made millionaires and billionaires. Mm-hmm. So I can't say enough positive things about Shark Tank. I think you can get an informal MBA by just watching it. But I guess Shark Tank mentioned Bitcoin. Torrance J playlist, he said they gave advice on Bitcoin. He said Kevin O'Leary, which I have seen his comments before, he said it isn't a currency, it's just an asset basically. And Kevin, he's on the fence with. He doesn't know what he's talking about, but he knows he has to say something. So I'm not all the way mad at him.
Yeah.
And Kevin does have some winners, and he's into wine, so definitely like Kevin. Barbara Corcoran said it isn't practical and it will disappear. Well, this is also Barbara. I'm out for whatever reason. If you know the running joke of Shark Tank, she's always out of a deal. Like no matter how good it sounds or bad it sounds, she's out. So I'm not really listening to her advice. Robert Herjek, he's a cybersecurity expert there. He said it really is just for hackers, LOL, but he can see it, the use for humanity in the future. We know Robert gets a little soft, which is why he said the humanity part. And the only reason he said the hacker part is because he is one. He doesn't want other people to have it. Yeah. Robert's actually a smart guy, so I'm sure that's why he said it. Damon John is bullish, but said just learn what it is. Exactly. Absolutely. That's what Bitcoin's A always says. He said just learn about it first before you jump into it. Yeah. Damon John, I don't think people realize Damon John's like worth 300 mil plus, people. Yeah. Like the dude is a very smart dude. He's just super cool.
Oh yeah, and when you worth that much, you can't really take a side to you completely.
Yeah, you can't.
Completely.
It's not worth it. It's not worth to take a side when you're worth that much.
And the guy Kevin, somebody was saying they wouldn't listen to him because he said cannabis wouldn't make any money. There's a lot of really rich, smart people who say dumb stuff. That's what people are starting to realize. The emperors sometimes have no clothes when it comes to cryptocurrency, because you got really smart people. They're like scrambling to figure out what to say because they're like, okay, well, usually I have a good control on this because I have experience in these areas. But this is totally new. So when he refers to it as an asset and not a currency, to me, it's kind of doublespeak, because in order for it to become a currency, it has to start off as a speculative asset, and then it moves to that. We've never seen this before, people. It's hard to explain something that hasn't ever happened. So
they're trying to too.
Yeah,
that's the worst part. Like, instead of being like, hey guys,
instead of just reading and learning about it.
And the entire narrative of the crypto community, at least the mainstream people who just entered it in the last couple of years, a year, were to actually come out and say, hey, this is new. We're learning as you learn. We'll give you feedback as we go.
But they can't say that.
But they don't do it.
They got themselves in a spot where they can't say, I don't know. I never want to get to a point where I can't say I don't know. Which some of these people, if they say I don't know, people are looking at them like, all right, how smart are you really? And that's affecting their money. So they got to say something.
Alpha Robin said he didn't know one of the sharks from last year's episodes of Vinny Lingram.
Yeah,
Vinny's on South Africa though. Yeah. So I don't watch Shark Tank South Africa, but yeah, he's on there. Zoe Roaster 40. I'm not sure what that comment means, so you got to explain it to us. Yeah, but all right. So we run out of time. So a couple more quick stories. CFTC is back in the news. Commodities, Commission, of course, the United States.
Meeting right now.
They voted for a subcommittee for virtual currencies. What's going on with CFTC?
Literally about 20 minutes ago, they actually voted to form a subcommittee on virtual currencies before they went to lunch. Simply because I'm pretty sure they need more research, because their heads are probably spinning right now, some of these people. But in my opinion, it's literally just them doing what they've always done. Anytime some new innovation comes up, they form a subcommittee and let's figure out what we can do with it. So the news seems sort of bullish with the price going up today. It's almost like
it's happening.
If you trade, I'm gonna give you a quick thing. Between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. West Coast time, so between 6 and 9.
That is where it goes down.
I
would say almost at 1 a.m. too sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. That's where you start to see the trend of where we're going.
Every day, people.
If it pumps like it did at 4 a.m. yesterday, if you see a pump, somebody knows something. Market makers are not dumb. They either know something is coming or they know that the price is, long term is about to go up. So when you see a huge amount of volume coming, on top of the fact that SEC had favorable news and the CFTC right now, they aren't saying anything negative. It's sort of like it's giving regular investors or institutional investors to go ahead and buy it. You know what I mean? They sat back these past few months kind of like, well, we don't know until they meet. And now that they are meeting, this subcommittee could basically say, hey, virtual currencies are fine, but you just pay this small tax on it, whatever. Anything that's not Bitcoin is banned, you can't use it, exchanges are closing down tomorrow, is basically bullish, because they're meeting about it and they either don't know enough about it to regulate it, or they do know a good amount from what they've told and they realize we can't. So honestly, for those of you who trade, you might want to start getting up between 3 a.m. 6 a.m. I'm telling you what, I have a few charts we'll do with the
well, y'all think we come to the show late for nothing? Yeah, like people, we are up trading 24/7. All right, like,
I know some
we're
people
not just sitting on our hands. That's why we're late half the time. We have to read the articles, but we are trading.
Yeah. So once you see that, a couple dozen times, like I have over the past few months, just the past few months, but yeah, past few years, you start seeing that time period, you're like, okay, something's going on. So yeah.
Right. P-Man Van said, don't rich people tell you the opposite of what they do. Exactly.
Yeah.
So last few stories, I know we ran out of time. Bitcoin Luges is way into Winter Olympics. The USA Luge, or Loge, I don't know how to pronounce it, Foundation, that's the bobsled basically. Foundation has been campaigning for donations in Bitcoin on Medium since December of last year. Right now, they can't wear any sponsored logos for the Olympics, but they have promised to promote Bitcoin in upcoming competitions. One of the first investors was the Luge Olympian and Wall Street investor Ty Danko, who sees the fund as the perfect investment, eyeing the next 2 winter Olympic meets over the next 8 years. Again, bullish. This is a Olympian, Wall Street investor. He's saying they taking Bitcoin donations for because of the next 8 years, people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Smart guy. He said it's such a natural and good fit for the team. The Luge team is not thinking short term but long. By holding Bitcoin, with the express goal of holding on through the 2022 and 2026 Olympic Games, the sport hopes to change from being underfunded to being able to support full teams on the World Cup level at the same time as developing grassroots youth programs to develop athletes. Bitcoin is still in the early days, and hats off to the USA Luge for being both brave and, I don't know this word, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, but brave to ride this wave. Again, awesome article because this guy is already prepping. He's saying if we start taking donations right now, by 2022 and 2026, we'll have enough money to fund everything. Of course, you're making bobsled team. You'll never be better than that, people. We know that movie. But seriously, I mean, this guy, and he's right. If you're taking donations right now, all you need is 1 Bitcoin, people. In 2026, check the receipt right now.
I tell everybody,
you can fund everything you need
by 2020, and you should be okay.
But he's saying 5, and these numbers are way off too. To me, they're funny, but I understand why, because people don't know. 5 Bitcoins will get you a Bitcoin logo, will appear on team hats and memorabilia hats. 10 Bitcoins will get you the hats, including the Bitcoin logo sewn into all the Luge team outerwear for the 2018 season. 25 Bitcoin, all the above, including Bitcoin logo on the sleds. 50 Bitcoin, all the above, with logo on the sleds for next 4 seasons. 100 Bitcoin, all the above, including Bitcoin logo on the team skin suits. All right, here's the funny thing. 100 Bitcoin, I'm buying the Olympics, people.
Yeah.
Like, period. Yeah. The Olympics are now the Kirby Olympics. Bitcoin saying King Olympics.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I got 100 Bitcoins, it'll be my Olympics.
And then the last one.
Spades and
they made a joke. They said the team promised to find Satoshi and get him a sled if they raise 21 million Bitcoin. So again, with all the count of the Bitcoins, they're kind of just joking around with the amount, clearly. But again, to some people, they're like, well, 100 Bitcoin, we can do that. And then we hit December again. They're 20, 30K Bitcoin. They're like, wait, how much did we give them? So that was a pretty cool story, I think.
Somebody hit up Steph Curry, tell him to do it for the USA basketball
team. There we go.
Team.
Do it for the culture.
Some coverage.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Imagine a Bitcoin logo on Kevin Durant.
I was going to say, imagine an athlete coming out right now doing something with it. It'll be crazy.
Yeah. Tell JR to get another tat on his throat, put Bitcoin right above it.
Last couple of stories. Salon offers readers choice between ads and mining Monero. Digital media publication Salon is offering its visitors an alternative to traditional online ads, allowing the site to use their computer processing power to mine crypto. Basically, long story short, I'm not going to read you some of the notes, but in order to provide free content, Salon is saying, hey, if you knowingly allow us to mine Monero on your computer, we'll give you the free content. For me personally, I would want some of that mine Monero, but again, this is the decentralized stuff we're talking about. I think this is awesome.
It's a new business model.
It's a new business model. Again, there's nothing wrong with mining on other people's computers or using their computing power. Let them know. Give them the option. And Salon is saying, yes, you know what? It costs a lot to run this website magazine. If you like our content, we figure out a way you can pay for it without really paying attention, and for us to continue to provide this content. All you have to do is every time you log on, is allow us to go ahead and mine off your computer power. And everything's free for you.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love
this is just the first step for what's coming in the future. I'm not gonna say it's a utopia, but this is what happens. You start with mining from people's computing power. Then, when the Internet of Things takes off and people have Wi-Fi connecting their toaster with their refrigerator, with their TV, with their computer, what you have is more electricity that you can sell for other stuff. You may get a free magazine publication. You could also get free something else from another company or whatever. And then what happens is the energy that you're using actually becomes cheaper because we move towards solar. So in essence, you end up getting a bunch of stuff for free for using energy that costs you, 10 times less than what you're paying now. So actually you get more out of using what we should have been using for a long time with solar energy, because it's technically the sun is powering this entire ecosystem. And it's funny because now that they're using your mining power, this is the first step, people. I'm telling you, wait for a couple years, it's gonna take some time. But after a while, it should be a lot cheaper for you to get a bunch of free stuff. As Salon is, just the first one.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Kobe Fields said we should make a trading chat room. We actually have one on the way
coming,
the next week, week or two, week and a half, hopefully.
Yep.
With our newsletter, you'll see everything is about to unroll. We're just finishing up the website, people. But it's gonna be a lot of awesome stuff. We're very excited. But
we got the business promotion coming out.
And then also shout out to Antonio. Antonio just joined the team as well. Antonio's gonna be holding down our Twitter and a few other things, and the Discord group we're starting as well. We got about 5 or 6 awesome people in the Discord group who knows a lot about crypto.
Oh yeah.
As well. All right, and then last story of the day. Crypto is now the fastest growing donation for Fidelity charity arm. Announced today, the global charity revealed it has received $69 million in cryptocurrency donations in 2017 alone, making it the fastest growing asset type accepted by the firm. According to Fidelity's Charitable annual report, the funds, which included donations in Bitcoin and Ether, came from 169 different donors. Again, people, you hear all this FUD about Bitcoin, terrorists, all this negative stuff. We just started off the show telling you that we give it away 24/7. Like, that is what people in the community do. They give it, like...
I gave away thousands, man. I was about to say, I'm like, dog, I'm giving you...
If you were lucky enough to get in early, and it's still early now, but if you're early enough and you have enough to, give away bits and pieces here, people do it. They don't even think secondhand about it. Like I said, Bitcoin said put me on. He gave me some Bitcoin, so...
I was giving away 0.1 Bitcoin a couple years ago when it was like $30, $20. Type it in and see how much 0.1 Bitcoin is right now. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm...
Type it in December, matter of fact.
Yeah, type it in December. Yeah, if people were selling it. So, yeah, I mean...
So, again, I think this is an awesome story because you hear all the FUD. Bitcoin's for terrorists, for bad guys, for criminals, for drug dealers, cyber criminals, hackers. But it is now the fastest growing donation for Fidelity. I wonder how that happened, people. No one's trying to be like crypto rich and just not share it with the world, right? They want people to have it. So, awesome story. And then to end this whole segment real quick, before we give away the free Bitcoin, by the way, segue into that, just to talk about the price for a quick second, because I know a lot of people do come on to check out the price and what's going on. People, this is the accumulation phase. It's happening.
Yeah,
it is slowly happening.
Slow grind.
It's a slow grind, but it is happening. You said we should see another dip, possibly after February 16th.
I was going to say, after the 16th Chinese New Year, you may see a good drop just because you may have some people, entering the market at a higher price and they want to push it down to a lower one to enter the market. But as far as the bullish signals that are coming, starting to see a lot of them pop up.
It's happening, people.
It's one of those, it was, one of the reasons I was bullish was because everybody was talking about it going back down to 4K. And that's one of the things that I saw the last time it went to 20K. Everybody at 8,700 was saying, oh, it's going way back down, way back down. And that's usually when they explode and use your bear sentiment.
Oh, you think you know? Yeah, you think you know what you're doing. All right.
Because you gotta understand, some of these sites, if you didn't know, some of these trading sites, they have algorithms that can scan the entire order book and they figure out what the sentiment is. If everybody's mostly one way and if we're not bearish and everybody's bearish at the same time, boom, that's how you get these huge explosions in price. So if you didn't know that is just another tip. Some of the free stuff I'm giving away to you, it can literally make you thousands of dollars just for knowing that. So you got to sometimes look at, the TA you're doing and say, hey, if most of the market feels this way and most of the sentiment is this way, they're probably wrong because that's how you make the big gains. Either way, bearish or bullish. When everybody was euphoric at 19.5, that's exactly when the top hit and boom, we went all the way down to 6K. So, and that's what I'm trying to explain to these people out here that's like, maybe I should buy now.
It's about to happen.
Be contrarian. Yeah, exactly.
Contrarian approach. Yes, it's happening. The game people
I'm a skeptic anyway, so it kind of works out for me.
Thanks, game people. But like I said, this is a long show, so we're about to end it. Yeah. I had to give a shout out to Smooth on here, which is Bitcoin Zay's brother. Oh, yeah. He's talking about it would have been nice if he started me off with 0.1 Bitcoin when he put me on LOL. Smooth, what's going on, son? But all right, other than that, for the free Bitcoin day, what are we doing?
Free Bitcoin. We just saw LitePay come out. Which other cryptocurrency do you think will have their own dedicated payment processing service? We got BitPay, we got LitePay. Do you think it'll be Monero Pay? Do you think it'll be Zcash Pay or something similar? Let us know, put that public address, and we'll send you that free Bitcoin.
Again, we went about a few minutes over. It's all good. Good information.
A lot of stuff to do.
If you like this show, people, again, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the comments. Make sure you go ahead and do that stuff in the comment box for the free Bitcoin, especially if you've never done it. Because, like I said, we're trying to give this thing away. Yeah. And then, of course, thanks for the support. Make sure you hit that like or smash that like and share button and all that good stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
Until tomorrow, take care, fellow crypto warriors.
Watch out.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Don't give your crypto up.
I know, right?
To girls for